Welcome back to Off-Road Stuff. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're working on Reba. We got the Aussie locker. '44 JK. Tell you guys about that whole deal in a minute. But anyways, we're at Cousin Brian's. Just pulled in here, it's a rainy day, so he let me use the garage, get things jacked up here in a minute, start pulling things apart, and cross your fingers, everything goes good. Let's go. Okay, so we got it back out, and I mean back because, hold on, let me swing you guys around here. So I'll show you guys part of the video. I bought another one of these lunchbox lockers, but I did not pay attention and didn't see the fine print where it says not JK. So I found another one. So this is supposedly the right one. And we're gonna go ahead and pull these spider gears out and put the locking mechanism in there. And hopefully that's the parts that we really need this time. So let's get you guys back over here. All right, so I already took the little roll pin out. Can you guys see that? There we go. And that just comes up, it's out of this side right here. Duh. This will make it easier. So we're gonna go ahead and put those in this. I think you can drop these in. There you go. Jeez. Like I need some coffee, Red Bull, and some Copenhagen or something over here. Ain't got enough jitters this morning.
With the safety glasses.
With the safety glasses. That's when the spring shoots out. Don't. Let's see. Where were those rules when we were a kid? See, nobody told us about that.
That was back in the day when you rode your bike without a helmet on and flip flops.
Yeah, flip-flops. Doing BMX tricks.
Heck yeah.
Okay. So now I'm gonna flip it over. Actually, I don't even have to flip it all the way over. Just now, those springs will set your gap. Put your other pin in. Dang it. Just have to make sure you have adequate clearance here. There's something in the book. There was a picture. Where'd it go? Right here. With a pair of them caliper measuring things. And it says, oh, okay. I don't have one of those, but looks good. We're gonna run it because we ain't got much choice.
It's like the proper clearance.
So I think pretty much in theory is like if you can get the roll pin back in there with no issues, you're probably okay. And I like to take like a small screwdriver, or if you have a punch that'll fit down in there, to get this lined up, because there's that hole in the center pin where the roll pin goes, and it's easier if you do that before you try to slam that roll pin back in there. I'm going to go just a hair more. There we go. Yeah, so the other one, and I'll put a clip. I think I got it on video. When I put the other lunchbox locker in there, I pulled the little retainers for the springs, and this whole thing just kind of flopped over. There was like way too much room, and that's when I had to do the research and figured out I got the wrong crap. So, yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much the only thing I wanted to really share with you guys. The rest of this is pretty straightforward. Just make sure all your surfaces are clean. Clean all the threads on your bolts for your ring gear. And then make sure you use red Loctite and torque them to spec, or whenever your gun stops, whichever you want it to do. Okay, something's not right here. So we got everything clean. Put some red Loctite on all of the ring gear bolts, and basically just go through and tighten them up. We looked it up. Spec says like 136, 135, something like that. So we're gonna run around, get these things tightened up, and try to get this back in. And always do like your crisscross pattern, like you do your lug nuts. So we did 60. I'm gonna jump to 80. Sounds like a good number. Over torqued that one.
That was 81.
81. Okay. That's it. I think that's all that bike's gonna handle. Okay, so we got carrier back in. Got the caps on. And remember, make sure that you keep them separated right to left, top to bottom, because they are machine fit to the carrier. So that's all back in. Now we're gonna throw the axles back in, and then yeah, basically it should be pretty straightforward from there. I already kind of cleaned all this stuff up. All right, so we got the axles in, got the bolts for the flange, covers on, e-brake cables hooked up. Brian's concocting something here with gear oil, putting it into a squeeze bag to make it a little easier to fill up. I am going to, where'd it go? Oh, I'm going to put the speed sensor or ABS sensor back in, and brake calipers. Yeah. Okay, we got it all back together, and yep, they're both trying to turn the same way, so I think that's a win. We're gonna still work on the drive shaft. So when we were there at Jawbone, I kept hearing this clicking noise, and I think I blew up the CV joint on front drive shaft. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that out and see what it takes to put that thing back together so it doesn't make a bunch of noise. So this is the front drive line. You can kind of hear it up in there. But anyways, so we've just got 4 bolts there. It's a flange style. And then back up in here someplace, there's a couple of, so yeah, up on the transfer case side there, I believe they're 8mm head bolts. So we're gonna get that thing taken out, get it on the bench. I did get a kit off of Amazon, and we'll see what it takes to fix this so it's not clicking and popping all the time. All right, so we got it out. You guys, oh yeah. So, you can see that? Freaking arm doesn't want to work. Okay, can you see that? Inside there? Where are we at? There we go. So the boot's all torn up. You know, more grease in there. So I think, and I hope that was all of our popping and clinking. So I got this new kit from Terraflex, and it does say JK on it. Comes with a tube of grease, pretty much all of the new hardware, the new bolts and all that stuff. Basically the whole new joint, tool, I think that's like Loctite, yeah, thread locker, and a picture book. Cool. And when all else fails, you scan the QR code and go to YouTube. Yep. Okay.
So that came with new bolts, Mike, where like we had issues taking the other ones off, so
Yep.
you could put new ones in.
Yeah, and these are Allen bolt.
Okay.
So what we got to do is get this little clip out of here, and this is just folded over, so you can just usually get like a screwdriver and pry these apart, and then take this little clip off. There we go. I'm not even sure if this is gonna really help at this point, but I figure the further apart it is, probably the easier it's gonna be. And let's see. Oh, yeah, there's a snap ring right here. That's where to get that. Oi! Make shoot you. Where did that go? So save this just in case I didn't look in the package for. I don't think there's a new one in there, so save that. And then in theory, once you get that off, the old one comes off. All right. We're gonna take a minute, get this all cleaned up, then we'll come back and show you how we put it together. That's basically all of it. So, and there's a step. You want to come over on this side, Brian. So you can see, so one side is like has a real slight taper, and this side has a bigger step. So just kind of remember. And the side with the lighter taper is going to be on the shaft side. So this is the side that goes onto the axle. Hey, quiet on the set, quiet on the set. So anyways, yeah, so we got the stupid drive line redone, that CV joint. I was kind of doing a little step-by-step there. As far as taking the old one apart, it's pretty straightforward if you have any mechanical abilities. There's some pretty good instructions. I'm going to tell you, putting the new joint on, there's like a certain way you got to do it. I learned the hard way. All I'm going to say is just follow the instructions. It's going to help you. There's even a little QR code right there. You can watch a video. And might be more in depth, but I was getting tired of fighting with the stupid thing. So anyways, so we got the locker in and we got the driveline fixed. I think Brian's done over there. He was tightening up the front driveline bolts. Put the cross member back in it. We're gonna drop this thing down, clean up our mess, and go take it for a spin. So anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share with your friends, ring the bell for notifications. Most importantly, get out and go wheeling, have some fun, and drag somebody along with you. That's why I got Brian. He helps me get me out. Drag along. Yeah, tag along, drag along. All right, you guys, thanks a lot.